want to share something with y'all. I just gleaned my ass off, and I'm at the back of an ALDI's, and I just pulled so many boxes of fresh food out of here. Want to say this is flipping abominable. Crate after crate of actually edible food that just needs an ally. See, they're all filled with grapefruits and oranges and mushrooms and oh my gosh. So guys, look at what we're doing. I flipping have to say, just flipping, this is not good. It's just not good. Let me look kind of creaky in my head. But what we can do to make it better is be completely safe in our careful gleaning. Composting is caretaking. The rainbow is beleaguered. If people don't eat the rainbow, we are going to have more heart attacks. So many folks need a leg up. Climate change and wars, a desertification, that's all making food security such a thing. Food security such a precarious, not secure thing for so many people. And with the release soon commuted sentence of Oscar Rivera Lopez, the Latino community of Puerto Rico can be vindicated that some justice finally made it to do of service to their countrymen. And we need a positive direction for USDA and HHS that embraces absolute energy efficiency in agriculture and sees, Trump's a matter-of-fact guy. If something gets under his skin, he'll call it out. We have to make things like this stuff get under his skin with the resource depletion. Conservation is conservative. Teddy Roosevelt was a conservative in that way. Waste and depletion is haphazard. It's not pro-life. It's not pro-life when we are using too many tax dollars to give people supposedly too many tax dollars for food stamps, even though it's such a small, it really is a small allocation compared to defense and shit. No, we could knock out world hunger. The second that we start preserving food instead of wasting food, we will be absolutely knocking out world hunger. And the Pope has referred to the pace of production being adequate, but it being a travesty, or somewhere along the lines. And I shared this meme. So careful. So I shared this meme that was shared by Bernie Sanders, and it was like, production is okay, but it's the distribution that's why hunger is such a travesty. And it really is, when it's not worth it just to say that oh, you know what, it couldn't be arranged for a food pantry to pick up this wasted food, so it goes to the flippin' landfill. And if we don't get answers from the solid waste district, there's 2 times to inspect this shit, before it goes on the dump truck and after it goes on the dump truck. Okay, so as gleaners, how many green jobs is this? How many indie wellness gurus can get free supplies for your free stores, for your Food Not Bombs efforts, for your cooking classes? This is nonsensical that we're letting our resources go to waste just because they're fresh. That's the only thing that these plants did wrong. And I saw so many, I saw plenty of ham hocks and gnarly cuts of meat in there that were kind of the deli hunks that get cut in the cold cut machines. And this is really the utmost in antibiotic waste, and I'm gonna start putting those meat hunks safely in plastic bags to separate from like shit that to try to separate the meat juices, you know, because that's like one of the main microbes you can get from dumpster diving. So I have my germ wipes with me, and my gloves, and my flashlight, and I'm exiting and entering the dump safely. But the matter that we could do this better, it means so much. It just means so much. Do it right, so that we could get it done and not be beleaguered any longer. Alright, don't forget to help Omega Fats Action Network. We want to reach Jada Pinkett Smith about ADHD averting goodie bags for the anyone neurotoxified by lead that could be helped through a health foundation's work. We want a prominent spokesperson like Demi Lovato, who's a mental health mistress of mental health. She really does care. And Lady Gaga is saying positive things about staying resolute and crystal clear. The Obama just said that he does have hope that we can like uphold the better parts of our constitutional rights and to freedom and fairness and justice under the law. But I want to say, Obama, how could you not free Leonard? Free Leonard. We just want you to free Leonard. Free Leonard, free Leonard. You know what? I'm gonna do all gleaning. All gleaning. The all gleaning hour. So let me leave you with, alright. Gleaning is cleaning, composting is caretaking. Do it 'cause we need the water in the cycle. Okay, so a cyclical song that is a song that never ends about composting and reusing and diverting food waste. Okay. You take some food. You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have. You take some food, you take a bag. You take some food. You take a bag, you toss the trash, and there you have a waste of life. A waste of life. There's a time to show when it seems we're living beyond our means. Oh wait, I had that. Sometimes it seems that we're living beyond our means. When you know you gotta dive, take a peek and you'll arrive there, where the dumpsters can be fair. Instead of a complete waste, we want to salvage with haste. We want our things to biodegrade, not degrade all that is bio. When you soak a rind, an aroma you find. What to do with lemons, make hummus. What to do with oranges, snacks every day. What to do with apples if we're growing too much. Make sure to bake them as a proportion of oil, as a proportion of nut milk. You can use apples in tasty, wholesome muffins, and you can make it all the liquid if you want, and then you're salvaging the apples and the water in the apples, and you're not using any more maple syrup and sugar to get that sweetness taste from the apples. Use up your raisins and apple cinnamon hemp protein muffins. I'm going to be sampling them out with peanut butter and hemp nuts and possibly some jams at any events that I get invited to and that we can put on together. I'm so glad I shared this dispatch from the field. I really believe if you look into like off-peak hours and see how it's like better for the electric companies and better for our air quality and energy conservation if we use a proportion of our electricity, a larger proportion of it during the off-peak hours at night. So we really need nocturnal economies to just be able to function for like society's resiliency. It's not sustainable that we have people like just fast asleep while the garbage men are ready to like throw away the nation's harvests daily. I am getting so much food, and the water from Chile and these grapes, and the water from Mexico and these squash, and from California and Florida for all these oranges did not need to travel away thousands of miles to end up in a landfill when it's actually shown, let me lay it down here, it's actually shown that we need as much of the fertilizer that's not nitrogenous fertilizer, that's not manure fertilizer, and I mean not natural gas synthetic fertilizer when I say nitrogenous. So anyway, by supporting leaf hummus, composting facilities, and obviously donating to charitable food banks that can adequately process this food and render it completely safe from whatever it was exposed to, there has to be a regimented way for us to salvage and donate, stop the trash compactors behind the dumps, yo. This is urgent as all get up. Okay, we thank you, Aldi and Gordon Food Service, for not locking the dumpsters. We think it's very smart of you to donate as much as you can, but also, if you're going to waste, thank you for keeping it open so salvagers can come. Please don't be so mad about it, because we need your help more than anything, and it's more important that you not forsake nature's gifts. All right, lots of love. Mwah!